one of the things that we found here is, people are trying to get into the workforce, but the bottom is clogged, and there's not a lot of federal money in order to uptrain those workers into higher positions to be able to get entry-level work open where these semi-skilled and unskilled workers can enter. What can you tell us about the President's America's Job Plan and what you're hearing from Congress in terms of or what they expect, and how can we be helpful? Because we have a perfect storm now where we have good funding for job workforce development and a lot of a high demand for jobs. What are they saying, and what do you expect?
Right now, the bipartisan piece of this is around the physical infrastructure, which is great. And the conversation really hasn't gotten too deep into having workforce development on that side of the aisle. But I'm pushing. I'm calling senators. I'm calling congressional folks now to make sure that those job training dollars get into this bill, because all these jobs that are going to be created, quite honestly, some of them entry-level jobs as well in construction, we need to make sure the job training money is there. Number one. Number two, completely little off track than what you just asked me, but one of the areas that I represent now as Secretary of Labor is Job Corps. And I quite honestly want to strengthen Job Corps centers. I think there's an opportunity through Job Corps centers in this country to really be real pathways into good paying jobs. I'm not saying it hasn't been. I don't know enough about it, but I know that I've been visited a couple of Job Corps sites. There's some ability there, opportunity there to really strengthening the Job Corps centers around the country. And I know that a lot of the governors, we have a couple, one in Massachusetts, but I know a lot of the governors really depend upon Job Corps to be a driver in helping young people get into access to good jobs. So I'm going to focus there as well, and then create opportunities. And then also, I think we have to do a better job of measuring the outcomes of the investments we're making in people. We need to have real outcomes to show that the investments we're making in these training facilities are actually being followed through with.
Thank you. And just a quick follow-up is, what about the expansion of Job Corps? Because I know we have been shrinking Job Corps sites for a number of years, and we haven't seen anything new.
I didn't know Job Corps until I took this job. I hadn't worked with a Job Corps center. We didn't have one in Boston. And I just see it as such a potential to not just strengthen, but expand. Right. And I think it's something that I'm working on now. I'm going to have a meeting in the next couple of weeks with the Job Corps folks to do some stuff there. I just think there's such an opportunity there. And I don't think I'm wrong. I mean, I think about it as, if you can't get into a trade, you can't get into an apprenticeship, and if your school isn't offering apprenticeships, there's an opportunity with Job Corps to do something great.